Hello, this is Holly, and I will be your facilitator for the Engaging Students with Social Media workshop. I am an instructional consultant and educational technology specialist. I am located in Las Cruces, New Mexico, where I work with the online course improvement efforts at New Mexico State University. I am also a part of the Sloan C workshop production team. In this workshop introduction, I would like to share some thoughts on the topic and let you know more about the workshop activities. Let's start at the beginning. If we consider social media to be any channels and tools that afford ongoing social interactions, including sharing information and data, or giving and receiving feedback, then our conversation about it must acknowledge its breadth. From social networks to rich media communication tools, including everything from information curation and analysis to location-based networking, basically all of the types and categories of channels and tools depicted in Brian Solis and Jess 3's well-known conversation prism. When we discuss social media in education, it is like framing a global picture in something the size of a postage stamp. This conversation is big, so how do we scale it? One way to help us scale this topic is to look more at what these new media tools afford and how they can be used in the learning environment. In other words, what knowledge, skills, and abilities can manifest in social media? What do all of these tools have in common in the classroom? By pairing the affordances of the right social media tool with the targeted learning goals and objectives, we can improve the effectiveness of these tools for learning. Here are some of the affordances we can easily consider with social media tools. Social media tools afford each learner agency, the ability to guide their own experiences. It allows educators to differentiate, to offer a unique and personalized learning opportunity. In social media, learners can express themselves in a variety of modalities. In social media, thinking is not an isolated enterprise. Each member can access and query the knowledge of a broad community. While tagging, classifying, ranking, rating, liking, and commenting, users are communicating about their thinking and have the opportunity to evaluate the thinking of others. While receiving feedback, users can self-assess, adapt, adjust, and improve their work. All of this comes with the additional benefit of having access to workspaces, information, communities, and tools wherever and whenever we want. Understanding the particular affordances of the tools we might use is very important because it helps us know which tools can help students demonstrate a particular outcome. This is a word cloud of skills learners can demonstrate using social technologies created using Wordle.net and the resource Educational Origami. Perhaps the activities you are using in your blended and online courses help learners to demonstrate similar abilities. As you reflect on these verbs, notice how many of them would be difficult to demonstrate in a traditional distance education environment. Can you easily pair a social media tool with one of these possible learning goals? If so, excellent. If not, this workshop is designed to guide you through the process of identifying appropriate social media tools and creating a sound plan for implementing them in your professional scenario, whether you are teaching, advising, administering, or facilitating student services. So this workshop is really about figuring out what practical steps we can pursue in order to effectively use social media in education. By participating in this workshop, you have the opportunity to create a social media plan that you will be able to utilize in your professional setting. You can create a plan for an instructional effort that intends to improve student learning, but does not have to be academic in nature. Perhaps you are interested in providing some type of learner support or service. It is possible you are looking to engage a community to promote a program in a public social space. Whatever your focus is, this workshop will afford you the research space and support, as well as the modeling and networking needed to create an effective plan and earn a workshop certificate of completion. Certificate aside, your plan can be a powerful artifact whether you are looking to document effective teaching practices or simply gain support from stakeholders. To complete the plan, you will address 4 specific elements. You'll later notice that these 4 areas are the same headings on the rubric we'll be using to evaluate your completed plan. So that you can make the most of the effort, I have developed some workshop activities we'll be talking about in a moment to help you achieve the workshop objective and create a sound plan. There is a rubric and an outline provided for the social media proposal assignment. The outline is optional, a guide. It is not meant to limit your creativity or to be inflexible to your scenario, so think about it as something to throw darts at, build on, build from. Take to your other conversations and add on to. It may serve you better to create your own outline. It may help you get your thoughts about the proposal started. The rubric is less open-ended. Please note the satisfactory column. My intention here is to offer you options and suggestions, but still make clear what is needed for successful workshop completion. Satisfactory is the rating that you will need for the workshop certificate. Depending on your scenario, you might consider that you could benefit from a more detailed plan. Please review the Exceeds Expectations column. That would help you prepare for a more professional presentation. Now that we have addressed the project, we're going to talk about the design. I discussed this in order to assist you in drilling down to what is most essential for you in this experience. First, our schedule. The first 3 days are getting started days. We'll begin with the anticipatory activities. Here we will engage in some shared readings, and these will make conversation more meaningful. Readings and then discussion. You will find an area for introductions and getting to know the other participants. The first live session will occur on Wednesday. If for some reason you cannot attend any live session, have no fear. They are recorded and will be shared in the workshop. The second portion of the workshop is the networked opportunities portion. Use the knowledge gained in the workshop interactions and activities to help you build your proposal. Don't forget the workshop presentation. Check Moodle for more details. This presentation and subsequent discussion will offer examples of social media in higher ed and brainstorm low-risk uses of tools you might consider for your project. The last portion of the workshop is project completion. Please complete the proposal, submit through the Dropbox provided in the Certificate of Completion section of the workshop. The live wrap-up session, number 2, will be held on the second Friday. Please refer to Moodle for more details. Now I'd like to share a little bit more about myself as a facilitator and highlight the importance of the activities I've included in this workshop. I'm showing you an image you might have seen before, comparing and contrasting 2 network diagrams. Imagine a community or network of interactions happening on the left and on the right, with each circle representing a person or a learner and each line representing communication. I want to draw your attention to the fact that on the left there is just one central point of communication, and each point in the network only has one way to obtain information. If this were a learning environment, we could label it teacher-centered. Notice on the right how there is no central communication point. If we look at this as a learning environment, we see that the whole conversation is decentralized. Each member has an equal opportunity to be an information provider and can receive information from anyone else in the community. So, like the node off to the side, my style of facilitation is to help you get started and make connections, breaking the ice a little bit, while also fostering conditions where all of the learners can get the information they need. In summary, our workshop is a decentralized learning environment where all members both give and receive information. I help curate, connect, and catalyze our wider conversation. If you submit the plan, you will receive a private, detailed, and individualized audio podcast, including feedback from me. So, as you take your plan into your professional scenario, you can have confidence. Think of this as an opportunity to have a one-on-one consult. Participants have valued this feedback in previous workshops. In Moodle, you will find the discussions and activities to support you in developing your plan. Each activity is a way for you to address a key idea from the rubric to support the development of your own expectations and intentions for using social media in education. By utilizing resources and examples alongside the experiences and expertise of other members of the Sloan C community, you will have the opportunity to enhance your awareness of this broad conversation in a way that prepares you to speak from an informed perspective when connecting with students, colleagues, and others at your own institution. Together with the live sessions, which are recorded, by the way, in case you missed them, this workshop can be a formative experience for administrators, faculty, and staff members at any institution. I'm looking forward to joining you in this workshop. Please contact me if you have any questions. You can reach me at hrbemisshirts@sloanconsortium.org. Thank you.